Hi, welcome. Okay, hello. Amazing Fruits, Eldonna, Karen, Myra, Egyptian Famous, and Alex. How are you all? How are you? Yes, thanks for doing the list, Egyptian Famous. That's cool. Thank you very much. And Tristan will add after Alex. Okay, just remember the first 10 to start with, and then the list will be closed until we see how we do for timing. Just because I only want to be on for an hour. I'm just trying to keep an hour so I don't burn out. It's just limited. Okay, so can we have some questions? From Amazing Fruits, Eldonna and Karen, can we have some questions, please? Let's begin. Now, for those that have watched the trailer, you'll know that I'm using cultural decks today, decks from around the world. So the decks that I have are Santa Muerte, the Native American, the Maori Tattoo, Chinese, Vintage Japanese, Magical Nordic. Also have the Hoodoo Tarot, Tarot of Cleopatra, Universal Celtic Tarot, Silver Witchcraft Tarot. Okay, now, if you do any donations, I'll also use the new Mythic Tarot, which of course is Greek, with the Mythic Oracle and the Greek reading cards. Just so you know what decks that I'm using today. So think about your questions. Think about being empowered on your journey. Think about how Right, sorry guys, I had a total connection issue. Computer had a hissy fit and shut me down, but now we're back. Right, so start again. Yeah, the camera was had an absolute hissy fit and I had to wait till it rebooted, but everything's all good. Thank goodness StreamYard and YouTube actually keep their connection. So it's actually really good. So hopefully everyone is still here. Hopefully everyone's still here. And I can get back into the questions, right? So hopefully everyone's back. So hopefully everyone's back. So it looks like I'm back. Let's just check to see if the volume's working. So it looks like I'm back. Oh, cool. So it looks like the volume's all working this end, so that's all good. So what's going on with this? Oh, so I'll go through and do the questions. Hopefully everyone's back. Will I meet Amos early November? Right, so what's going on with Amos? Yeah, let's have a look. What's going on with Amos? Let's have a look. So I'm hoping everyone's sort of still here. Not quite sure. It does say that I'm here. Let's see if it disconnected. Shouldn't do. Right. I am here, so I'm just waiting to see who's actually still here. Okay, will I meet... What's going on with Amos? It's really good asking you to look at different perspectives here. Egyptian amazing fruits. It's really about looking at things from a different perspective. Looking at what are you sacrificing of yourself? Hi, Eldonna. I'll go through the list and do the questions that I've got. I've got your question, Eldonna. I think I've got your question here. A general, right? Cool. I've got your one as well. So amazing fruits. It's all about looking at things from a different perspective. Maybe it's time to look at what are you actually sacrificing in this being waiting. Feels very much like you are in limbo. You're just waiting. Maybe it's time for adventures. Yes, adventures and possibility. Just feels like it just feels like you're waiting and waiting for something. You're waiting. And so it really is, you've got this guy coming in, or this male energy that's very I want to say passionate, creative energy coming in. So yeah, it does feel like you're sort of waiting, you're in limbo while you wait for him to arrive. It does feel as though you've got someone coming in that's very creative, very... So it does feel like he will arrive, but you're going to be waiting for a while. Waiting for a while. Okay, so let's have a look. Eldonna. general. Right, so whoever's here, whoever's still here, please type in your questions, please, from the list. Okay, so sorry, what was it? A general. So yeah, amazing fruits. So I definitely feel as though Amos will arrive, but you'll be waiting for a while. So you just need to sort of look at what are you sacrificing in this energy. Yep, I did you first. Yep, Eldonna. Let's have a look. General for the 2 months. Don't forget to think about your question, guys. When you're typing in your question, think about how it empowers you. So I'm going to do the vintage Japanese Eldonna. General for the next 2 months. What's going on for the next 2 months? So if you're still here from the first list, please make sure you type in your question so I can do it. Oh, Rhonda's donation. Okay, so we'll start with donations next. General for the next 2 months. Just need Rhonda's question. Okay, Eldonna, general for the next 2 months. Interesting. So we've got I do feel like there's new adventures coming or new possibilities coming in. I do feel as though you might feel yourself feeling like you're a bit restricted. So you've got this adventure coming in. You've got this just getting this very sort of passion, creative, but in a very practical way, having to sort of deep thinking about the adventures, the possibilities of where you can go here. So it's very much, I do feel like you're going to be feeling like you're a bit trapped, though. You're a bit contained or restricted. You might feel like you're a little bit limited in where you can go. So you might sort of take a breath for a moment and just focus on what lies ahead for yourself. I do feel like, something that you can break away from. Something you need to break away from. Okay, so that's really important for you, just to sort of think about what's restricting you. What's your limiting beliefs? What have you limited yourself to in regards to your perspective of yourself? Where's the doubt? Something definitely holding you back here. So there are possibilities for you, but I do feel like something's stopping you, something's holding you back from moving forward into new possibilities here. Okay, let's have a look at this Ko-Fi. Okay. You're welcome, Eldonna. So I've got Rhonda's sale here. So I'm not quite sure what Rhonda's question is. So my list, who was next? Karen. While I wait for Rhonda's question. Okay, so let's do Universal Celtic. Is my ex well off? So what's going on with you? How does it affect you, Karen? What's going on with your ex? How does it affect you in regards to his income, being well off? You know, how does it affect you? You know, thinking about your questions, you know, you've got to think about how does it actually affect you? You know, do you have a right to know? Is it any of your business? So, yeah, he's made some achievements. He's definitely made some achievements in his life. Definitely achieved. It's interesting, actually. 3 cards flew out here. So we've got definitely achievement. It's definitely a major impact on his life. There are some addictions in his behavior with his success. I think there's some repeated patterns, maybe some bad stuff, you know, some stuff that maybe is not so good. Could be a little bit excessive, so he's got to try and keep himself calm and a sense of serenity, or does feel like there's a lot of changes going on in his life. So yeah, he's definitely successful. He's definitely achieved what he wants, but there might be some addiction behavior and stuff going on there, and so he's got to try and keep calm and relaxed. Yeah, but yes, very successful, great achievements, and moved on to new stuff. Yep, he's definitely doing well. So I'm just waiting for Rhonda's question here. So while I wait for Rhonda's question, who's next? Mira. So I'm waiting for Mira's question. Okay, if not Mira. You're welcome, Karen. Okay, so Mira. Alex. Okay, here's your father. Let's use the Native American. So how does this affect you? Is your father with addictions and things like that? Okay. Oh, first card that came up was the Tower. So your father's life is wobbly, shaky. Oh, hi, Rhonda. I'll do your next. Okay. So yeah, I think your father is his life's been turned upside down. And we've got the warrior woman here. So this is very much about what he chooses to focus on. Maybe he is struggling because he's looking at the things that he cannot control. I do feel like there's a lot of stuff going on there. So yeah, he is struggling. I mean, I do feel like your father's life has been turned upside down, and yeah, it is not easy for him to decide what he's going to focus on. You know, it's hard to focus on what his strengths are. There, right. What's going on with this relationship? Right, so I'm using the new Mythic Tarot with the Mythic Oracle in regards to this. So let's have a look. What's going on here with this relationship? You're welcome, Alex. Hey, Ashley, how are you? Don't forget, guys, donations do take priority. What is Rex? So what's going on with Rex and you? What's going on here with this relationship? What's going on? Oh, first card we have here is the World. So there's definitely some movement. Okay, there's definitely some movement towards you. There's definitely a shift. definitely feels like things are going on. Might feel like he's in a bit of a cage, like he's unsure about what to do next. He's feeling very limited in his beliefs about the situation. He might feel as though that he's holding back, put it that way. He does see you as someone who's very passionate, creative, a very creative energy. I feel a very strong creative energy here, a very passionate, desirable, very bold, dynamic sort of energy. A very spiritual energy as well. There is a very strong spiritual energy, Rhonda. So there's definitely some movement towards you, but he does feel very limited in himself. He does limit himself in many ways. Yeah, he's holding back. But he definitely sees you as someone who's quite dynamic and things like that. I do feel like a lot of the memory, like he's quite nostalgic in what he wants. He's quite nostalgic in what he wants in the relationship here. So he's quite nostalgic. Oh, interesting. We have Hestia here. So I think his focus is very much on his home life. His home life, his sense of, like Hestia is very much about the hearth or the home life, very much about a place that people can gather and connect with. So I think home life is very, very important to him at the moment. But let's have a look and see what Hestia actually has to say about the home. I'm sorry, what card number was that? 24. Let's see what Hestia has to actually say. Okay, let's have a look at the message here. Home is the ground we create for ourselves. Families are not just blood relatives, but they are people who care for and nurture us in our lives, and the people for whom we deeply love and care. Our connection to family reminds us who we are and brings us back to our roots. Gives us a sense of continuity, of being a part of something greater than ourselves. Home is the feeling. So this is a time for connecting to the nourishing energy of home and family. You can be anywhere in the world to do this. All you need to do is connect to the space within yourself that allows you to feel strong, safe, and warm. But I do feel like it's very important for him. Home's very important for Rex. Okay, home is very, very important for him. His family's important. That connection with people are very, very important for him. It's about warmth and spirit. So yeah, I do feel like it's a very strong connection to family. So I definitely feel like he cares about you. There is a lot of, he does see you as someone who's very dynamic, very passionate and creative energy. He is quite nostalgic about that, but yes, he's holding back. But family is home and family are really, really important to him. So yeah. So he does care about you. There is a lot of, does think of you as someone who's very dynamic, very passionate, creative energy. So hopefully that helps. So now it's just about enjoying the journey. Which hopefully. You're welcome, Rhonda. You're welcome. Right. So let's get back to this list. So if don't forget any more donations or anything like that does help, does bring it back into the channel. Going through Ko-Fi, you will get exclusive content. You will have some previews of videos and things like that. Yeah, so oh yeah, I was using the Mythic Tarot deck and Mythic Oracle for the paid readings today. Yeah. So let's have a look at this list at where I am. So who haven't I done? Famous and Tristan. Amazing and Tristan. Yeah. Yeah, I'm doing the new Mythic Tarot with the Mythic Oracle. And I do have the Greek reading cards as well as another alternative for using with that deck. Right, so let's have a look. So let's have a look. Who have I missed? Whew. Share. So what about me that men find attractive that I need to be aware of? Okay. Yep, that. Okay. Let's do Magical Nordic. What about me that men find attractive that I need to be aware of? So what's going on? What do men find attractive? What's the outside? Okay. Acceptance of life's ups and downs, a movement forward, good fortune, it's just an attraction. Maybe it's you radiate that energy of recognition of your skills, the recognition of who you are as a person. Does feel like they sort of, you just have that energy about you. It's just that good fortune. It's just that you radiate that things are going well for you. I think people on the outside think of you as someone that things are going really well for you, that you've got skills, you've got abilities and talents, that you are talented or you're skilled in what's important. So yeah, I do think that people you have that energy about you, that people have that connection because you sort of radiate people think that you're doing well in life. They see you as someone who's doing well. So that's why people find you attractive. Okay, so let's have a look here. Let's see. Stepping stone. Could be. Just that it just felt like you had someone that was good. You radiate that good luck. You radiate it, so you've got a good life going on. So, Ashley, I'm just waiting to see who's actually here. Because I'm just waiting for some questions from anybody who's actually here. So how does Norman? Let's do the Hoodoo Tarot. So what's going on with Norman? Let's have a look. Norman's feelings. What's happening with Norman? Hey, Mira, yep. If you've got a question, please type in your question, please, Mira. Don't think I typed in, don't think I've had a reading from you. Yeah, Mira, can I just have your question, please? Okay, what are Norman's feelings? What's going on with Norman? What's happening with Norman? Okay, what's going on here? What's happening with Norman? There's a lot of celebration. Does feel like there's sort of that. You've got 4 of Wands. Okay, 4 of Sticks. 4 of Wands, 4 of Sticks. And 3 of Baskets. That's interesting because both cards talk about celebration, that connection, that sense of that soul connection in some way. So I'm getting a very sort of strong sort of, you've got the romance, the passion, it feels like the stability, foundations being built. It feels like there's a reason to celebrate this connection. Feels very positive, Ashley. Feels a very positive energy. Feels like there's a strong connection. There's some stability. There's definitely feels like there's something going on here underneath the surface, and maybe in some way, but definitely feels as though there's a reason to celebrate. There's definitely that sense of connection here with the 4 of Sticks, 4 of Wands. You're welcome, Celie. You're welcome. See, Celie. Right. So what's Norman's feeling towards you? I do feel like there's that sense of celebration. There is that connection there. Definitely feels like positive energy. There's definitely a positive energy with his connection towards you. So it feels really good, Ashley. Feels really positive, really stable, possibly for expansion and growth, foundations being built. So it feels really good. Oh, sorry, just a bit of a cough there. Okay, so I'm just waiting for some questions to come through. Don't forget, right. Cool, awesome, Celine. Welcome. Okay, is this Aquarius guy the one? Well, I can't do a lot of details with 2 cards. Of course, if you want more cards, of course, donation. But let's have a look and see what I do get with 2 cards. So what's going on with this Aquarius guy? Now, we said good reading last time about him. You really got to sort of trust in the message, because when you push in the doubt, that's the energy the universe is going to focus on. So let's have a look here. Oh, interesting. So what's going on here? First card we have is 20, Confucius, which is like the spiritual awakening. Definitely feels as though there is a resurrection. So there's definitely good stuff going on here. You've got the 2 of Coins, and 2 of Coins does talk about juggling, priorities, sort of things seem to be sort of in different directions and things like that. But there's definitely a, I want to say is a connection in regards to the well-being. So it feels quite positive still. It feels like things are really moving in the right direction. It's just about being truthful, being able to communicate truthfully, resurrecting this energy, this awakening within you. So you just got to really trust. I get a sense of like trusting with Confucius here. I get a sense of trust. Needing to sort of trust the messages coming through. Because when you throw in doubt, that's what causes the connection to wobble a little bit. That's what feels like the juggling with the doubt coming in. Mirror. So it's important that you just allow yourself to be aware of what you're juggling within yourself. You know, what are your thoughts that are juggling? Your sense of trying to create a sense of balance in your well-being here. So what's your sense of, yeah, I just feel a sense of Resurrecting yourself. Yeah. Trust in yourself. Yep. Cool. Yeah, it's positive. It's positive. You know, as long as you don't push, you know, be careful what you're focusing on, because that's going to make a big difference. So this is really positive energy. Feels like things are moving in the, you know, it's all about that positive energy here. There's balance in the well-being. Cool. Well, that's what you just got to focus on. Okay, so let's have a look here. Yep. He's the one for the moment. Definitely one for the moment. Yep. Right. So I'm just seeing who's still here in the live and who hasn't typed in their question. And just type the question in once. Oops, I didn't mean to do that one there. Okay, so right, so let's have a look. Questions. Okay, so you're looking at being friends. Will you connect again? So what's going on with this friend? Let's do silver witchcraft. Okay, so I'm just waiting to see who's doing a reading, who hasn't put in a question. Will Ileana and I be friends again? So this is what's going on here. Oops. Okay, so will you be friends? Queen of Swords. So firstly, you need to do is look at the actual truth of what's actually going on here. What's actually happening? Look at the messages that you've been receiving. Nunu. So I think it's about really being able to sort of trust your intuition in the situation. Maybe there's a sense of really looking at the truth, nurturing the truth of what's actually going on. Look at the messages that you've actually been receiving. So it's really about the messages that you've been receiving. So I do feel as though you need to really look at the truth. So I'm getting a sort of a no, not at this stage. I don't feel like there will be any connection. I think you just need to really look at the truth of the situation. Look at the messages that you're actually been getting. Look at your intuition. So yeah, no, I'm not feeling that there is going to be a connection for a while. This definitely doesn't feel like there's going to be a connection there. Okay, so I'm not sure if there's any more questions or what's going on. Okay, so quite sure. So while we wait, let's do pick a pile. Let's use the color cards. Oh. Let's pick a pile, 1, 2, or 3. It's interesting. Okay. Okay, so let's pick a color. So 1, 2, or 3. Let's use the Rainbow Streams Oracle. Okay, if there's any more questions to be answered. Okay, the first one is about lemon, excess innovative thinking. So it's about a mind full of preconceived ideas is not an open mind. So it's really about opening your mind to new possibilities here. It's really about allowing yourself to think outside the box. Time for you to start thinking. That's all right, Celie. Take care. Thanks for popping in. Thanks for being around. I really appreciate it. Okay. Pile number 2 is Violet. Create a balance life. Next to love, balance is most important. How interesting is that? So here you've got looking outside the box. This one is about creating a balanced life. Oh, cool. Appreciate that, Celia. Appreciate that indeed. Okay, pile number 3 is about connecting to body, mind, and soul. Don't live your life in the shadow of another. So it's really about connecting to your own self, you know, being able to just be your own individual. That's really important there, about connecting to your body, mind, and soul. So isn't that interesting when you, okay, pile number 1 was looking outside the box. Definitely looking at things from a different perspective, looking outside the box, you know, not being in the not being narrow-minded. Next one is about having a balanced life, being able to sort of balance your mind, body, and spirit, making sure that you're feeling like you're balanced. And here you've got this thing about not living in other people's shadows, being able to sort of connect with yourself as an individual. What an interesting combination of cards here with Rainbow's Dream and the color cards. Wow. What great messages for 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So that looks like it. Don't know if there's any more messages or anything coming through. Thank you very much to everybody who was around. Thank you to everybody that supports the channel. Likes and subscribes. Making sure that you sort of take care of yourselves. What an interesting combination of cards there. Okay, so I don't know if there's any more messages, any more cards, any more readings. Sorry about the challenges we had today. Oh, sorry, Shaq, I missed your message there. Don't think I did that one. What are Vidisha's true feelings towards you? So what's going on here? Let's do the Maori Tattoos Tarot. So I'm not sure who's actually still here or... Oh, hi, Rashima. Yep, certainly type in a question. You've got time? What are Vidisha's true feelings for me? Okay, so what's going on here? What's happening here? Four of Gourds does talk about a dissatisfaction with life. It's about not seeing the bigger picture. It's like they're not quite seeing the bigger picture about you. And Warrior of Discs does talk about a very grounded energy, but very slow. I don't think feelings are sort of instant. I do feel like they're not quite seeing the bigger picture with you. It's a very long journey. It just feels like they're not really sort of seeing. I don't think they're really being looking at their honest feelings. I do think they've got a dissatisfaction with life in general. There's a dissatisfaction with life. So yeah, not really seeing anything there that's sort of showing any love or romance or anything like that. It feels very like they're missing out. They're not quite seeing the bigger picture. And it's a very long journey. They're quite grounded. They're quite practical with their emotions. You know, they're not tied up in their emotions or anything like that. So yeah. Okay. So you want to talk about being married in 2024. So what's going on with Rashima and relationships? Let's have a look here. Let's do the Santa Muerte Tarot. I think that's all 10 decks. Yeah. Okay, so magical. You can have one last question. Okay, so what's going to happen with getting married? Rashima. Well, it does talk about romance being swept off your feet. But we've got solitude. Okay, so there might be initially a romance and something going on, but then we've got solitude. So I think there will be a short relationship, short romance, but I don't see you actually getting married. There's definitely a romance. It definitely feels like something going on, but here we get the solitude card, Rashima. So I don't feel like you're going to get, don't feel like you're going to get married in 2024. I do feel like this could be an alone moment. There will be moments of romance. Definitely feels like there's that connection there. But no, I don't feel like you're going to get married. Unless things change. This is the energy at this time. Remember, this is the energy in the moment, and things can always change. The future is always fluid. Things can change depending on decisions made and things like that. But the energy at the moment says no. Okay, so you want to know how... Let's do the Hoodoo Tarot. How does Sagittarius feel about you? What's going on with this connection? Oh, why are those two cards coming out again? It's interesting because we've had these before, but they just flipped out again when I was shuffling when I asked the same question. So it does feel quite positive. It does feel as though there's a celebration going on here. It does feel like there's a celebration and the connection. So yeah, it definitely feels like there's a stability, there's a foundation being built within his mind, within his feelings. It does feel like his feelings. Doesn't necessarily mean that there's going to be action taken, but he definitely does feel there's definitely a connection there on some level. Definitely feels like there's some connection there, but I don't know if it's going to be any action, even though there's a sense of, like, in his mind and his feelings, he's sort of celebrating that connection. He's wanting to sort of connect with you, but yeah. I think there's a sense of foundations sort of need to be built on that situation. But I don't feel like there's any action here. There's no action actually taken. It's just this feeling of, you know, there's definitely, you know, he likes you. There's definitely that connection there. And wanting to build something, but not necessarily actions taken. Okay, so that's it from me. You're welcome, Magical. You're welcome. Welcome, Rashima. Okay, so that's it from me for today. I don't think there's anything else. Anyone else? No other messages or anything. And my hour, I know I had a bit of an issue with the connection. But yeah, that's it from me. Going to take a bit of a break. I might come back later. So let's get this here.